Ravens flock, welcome back to Baltimore Talk, the weekly podcast. What? Actually, scroll to that. It's not a weekly podcast giving you a recap of anything because the season's over. Season's done with. Welcome to new episodes of Baltimore Talk that are just... Welcome back, everybody. It's Anthony here. I don't really know what to say, where to go, or even how to do an intro because all these new episodes are just going to be finding talking points, talking about something, and I can't promise they're going to come out weekly. They might come out bi-weekly, if not, I don't know, whenever new things come up, whenever new things happen. But this is now technically recording number 2 because I just recorded maybe about a half hour, I want to say, almost 45 minutes worth of this episode, got through almost everything, and audio on the camera wasn't on. Every time I get one start on a good monologue and a good tangent, gets erased. Why? Because I'm a goofball, and I don't have a professional camera crew, and it's just me in my home office. Which, speaking of my home office, look at the setup, look at the new stuff. Last time you guys were on the desk, now we're behind the desk. And speaking of the desk, this is the new Ravens mug. I keep talking like it's an actual thing. It's an inanimate object. It's a mug. This is the new Ravens mug that will be officially on the show once the new episodes drop for the new season. But I wanted to show it off today. I know I teased it. This is the only time I'm actually doing it for now until next season starts. And I also have my nice Ravens teddy bear here. I don't think I showed it last week when I showed the Lamar Funko Pop, the helmet. I wish I had a bigger desk so I could have more stuff on it. I promise I will have more stuff on it. And behind me, because I know I still have a 2023 Marvel calendar behind me, I will have more Baltimore stuff once the time happens and once the time comes. But we're not here to talk about my terrible home decor and decorating. We're here to talk about a couple of things. You saw the title. What is it? Good, bad, super bad, and ugly. What's good? What's bad? What are we talking about, Anthony? So, at first I went from good to ugly, but I'm gonna go from ugly to good. I'm gonna go from descending to ascending order. We're gonna start with the really bad because it's actually the most recent thing. Our rookie Zay Flowers might be in some legal trouble. Back on the 21st of January, apparently he was allegedly involved in a domestic violence issue, and everybody's already saying, oh, we're going to have a new wide receiver next year. It's just another Ray Rice situation. Everybody discrediting him, bullying Baltimore, saying they're nothing but thugs, and this, that, and the third. Trying to bring up that whole Ray Lewis allegation from way back when that wasn't true. Ray Rice, I hate to say it, that unfortunately was true because I was a huge Ray Rice fan back in the day. I never got a jersey from him, though. Never got a Ray Rice jersey. I should get one of those. Honestly, it's on my list of jerseys to get, along with my awesome Lamar jersey, my awesome Ray Lewis jersey. I got to get a Justin Tucker. I literally basically got to get the whole team, pretty much. I got to get the whole team. But there is one thing I got to get. When I get it, y'all are going to love it. But it happened back on the 21st, and it's now been almost 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks already. And with me saying this, reading the report, he's more than likely in the clear. What was the article I said? That they were just trying to wrap up details and make sure everything is good, solid, copacetic. But he's more than likely going to be in the clear. And just like the Jonathan Majors, the actor, incident, who got in similar trouble just a couple months ago for this exact same thing. Everybody was rushing to say he was guilty, but he got proved innocent for an exact reason of don't jump the gun. Don't go quick to buy into something and just rush to judgment and quick to judge before you know everything and know all the facts. How are you going to rush to judge everyone, or a specific individual when you don't have all the facts and all the knowledge? Am I going to be upset if it's true, if these allegations are true? Hell yeah! Zay Flowers was a killer rookie. He was absolutely amazing. But do I support or anything like that? Absolutely not. But that's not what I'm getting a little off topic. My whole point was that he might be in some legal trouble. We may or may not have Zay Flowers next year. I have a good 98.9% feeling he's going to be cleared innocent. As I said, they're wrapping up the whole investigation now. So within hopefully a couple days or so, we'll be able to say he's in the clear, all good. We'll see you next season. Because the Baltimore franchise and the owner even came out and said they are aware of the situation and they take these situations very seriously. They do not mess around with this type of stuff. So that's a wait and see, and that's the ugliest thing we got to talk about. Going up from, I don't want to say, what would you say? That would actually, I don't know. How would you? I don't know how I'd categorize it. We're just gonna say it because I already pulled out my marker here. We're gonna talk about next season. We're going to talk about the 2024-2025 NFL season. And again, this is technically the second recording, so all these markings you see have purpose. So, we have 3 individual games that will play the same team 3 times. They're in the AFC North. We do it every year. The Browns, the Bengals, the Steelers. It's the same crap every year. Why even dull on it? Why even waste time on it? I'm not going to waste the time on over-explaining it. I'll come back to it just in a minute. So, going to our home games, we play Las Vegas. We welcome the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't really know what to say about the Raiders because they didn't really stand out as some of the top teams this season. But at the same time, it's not like they're a bad team. They're a really good team, but it's like, only people who really care about the Raiders are Raiders fans or the team that's playing them. Just like anybody other team. But, who's their quarterback? Nope, can't think of it. I still can't think of it. So somebody down in the comments section, please let me know. Because speaking of the comment section, speaking of the channel of the page, let's really talk about it. We finally hit 20 subscribers. Thank you all who watch the show on a regular basis. Rewatch it, like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that. Thank you so much. My new goal is 50 subscribers by the new 2024-2025 NFL season. That is my goal to get there to start. It's only February. We have till August. That's 7 months away. No, 6 months. 6 months. I can't. Math ain't math, and I can't do it very well. But 30 subscribers in 6 months. It's only 10. That's only 20 subscribers. Actually, 6 months. About 36. That's 5 subscribers a month. There we go. That's math. 5 subscribers a month. We can. That's easy. That's easy shmoney. We had 5 subscribers in 2 weeks. That's easy shmoney. We can do that easily. So 50 by the start of next season. But again, with next season, we welcome the Las Vegas Raiders. Then this game right here in Arrowhead against, because today's episode is being recorded on Super Bowl Sunday, the Kansas City Chiefs. We should be in the Super Bowl. We should be there. But no. Are you still salty, Anthony? Hell yes, I am. I am still very salty about the blatantly obvious missed calls. But whatever. Patrick Mahomes is the NFL Golden Boy, apparently. Whatever. But this is the reason why there's the big R, this is a revenge game for us. Big revenge game. Y'all came to our house and disrespected us. Guess what? We're coming for you. We're coming to Arrowhead. We're coming to disrespect you, Mahomes. We're coming to disrespect you, Bully Kelsey. Yeah, I'm trademarking it, Travis Kelsey. Travis Bully Kelsey. That's his new name. If y'all haven't seen Justin Tucker's quote, or not quote, or what he said about the whole Travis Kelsey incident and what Travis Kelsey and his brother Jason said about it on their podcast, Travis Kelsey's now being labeled a bully. So Travis Bully Kelsey, that's your new nickname. And this is going to be a big game for us right here. Promise that. Then, a home game. Everybody wanted to say Josh Allen should have won MVP. Why? Explain why. No, his passing was better. His everything, his numbers were better. So he turned the ball over way more. Josh Allen, he's a good quarterback, great quarterback, but he's not. He's he was good, maybe great maybe 2 years ago, maybe even last year. I don't want to say, 2-3 years ago, but lately he's been going from top tier to just floating in that lower bottom tier of top. But this year is going to be a fun game because I have family friends who are Bills fans, so I welcome that. And these two away games here, both Chargers and Texans, Matt Stafford, C.J. Stroud, these are revenge games for them because our beautiful punt return walk-off victory against Matt Stafford and the Chargers in their house, and then us knocking C.J. Stroud and the Texans out of the playoffs in our house. Like, we're going to their houses now. Again, going back to Los Angeles, so that'll be a good game. I can't wait for that. I think it'll be hilarious if it happens again. And C.J. Stroud, great rookie quarterback, absolutely had a stellar year, went absolutely ballistic. So I have a good feeling that this game's going to be amazing. Moving back over to the home side, Washington Commanders. Yeah, they beat us in preseason, which, whatever. But at the same time, it's like, Commanders, Again, family friends, so can't wait for that. The Cowboys, our next away game that I want to talk about. The NFL's gold. I know Patrick Mahomes is more than the NFL's golden boy, but one of the most talked about regular season quarterbacks. Why? I don't know. He's literally mid as all hell. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. Princess Prescott, as I like to call him, because, I hurt my pinky. I gotta sit for 3 games. What a weenie. Like, seriously, what a weenie, dude. Like, come on. Dallas is not that good. What? Because they can show up in the middle of the third quarter after getting absolutely smoked? They're not that good. Seriously, they are mid as all hell. And everybody said, oh, Dak is better than Lamar. Is he though? Do you really want to talk about, like, we can really break it down. Yeah, his number, like, so halfway through the season, they had a side-by-side comparison of Dak's numbers and Lamar's numbers for that point of the season. Anywhere Dak was lacking, Lamar was beating. And anywhere Lamar was lacking, Dak was beating. They literally had whoever was stronger here was weaker somewhere else and vice versa. Ain't no way you can say that because it's like Dak's not all that good. Like, he's just glorified and hyped up for no reason. He's, again, mid-tier as all heck. But again, family friend right here that she's a diehard Cowboys fan, and every time they lose, oh my gosh, we get on her. Shauna, love you, but we're putting money on this one. And speaking of putting money on a game, oh my God, I called them fraudulent every time. Because how do you go 10-1 and then in the back half just win 1 out of 6? The Philadelphia Eagles. I have 2 close friends. One of my boys who his nickname is Philly because he's from Philly, and then one of my good friends from back in the day that I used to play football with myself back in high school. Both Philadelphia Eagles fans. And every time they lost, I instantly text them with the eye emojis, with the side eye emojis looking like, ain't y'all supposed to be good? Nah. So this game's going to be fun as hell. Can't wait for them to come to our house and for the famous song of Cry, Eagles, Cry. Can't wait to do that just so I can bet money on this one. Not just on FanDuel, because that's where I bet money, even though betting is low. That's a loaded question and a loaded discussion. But can't wait to put money on this game here. And another away game. We're going to New York. We're technically New Jersey, but we're playing the Giants. I I don't really know how to feel about the Giants. I mean, when's the last time you actually heard of the Giants being good? Like, maybe, and I'm going to say this, back from, like, I want to say 2006 to 2011, when I was a kid, when I was younger, when I was a delusional NFL fan and, rooted for the parents' team, even though my mom wasn't really big into the NFL at that point yet. It was just my dad, and I rooted with his team. The Giants were crazy. Like, Eli Manning as their quarterback went stellar. So it's like, when's the last time you really heard of a good Giants team? Like, once Eli was done, they kind of went downhill. And yes, they have their moments. Yes, they do good. They win games here and there. But it's like, what can you really say about the Giants like that? It's like, do they have their moments? Yeah. Do they beat mediocre as all hell teams? Yeah. Can they win games? Meh. But I don't really know. I don't really know how I feel about us playing the Giants. It's like, okay, do I think we have the chance to beat them? Hell yeah. But at the same time, it's like, meh. And I don't know. But that game's also going to be fun because my grandmother, she's also a Giants fan. So that'll be fun to watch. I can't wait to see that. Then, another home game, we play the Broncos. And again, it's funny, I mentioned Eli, and now I'm mentioning the other brother, Peyton. When he was the QB for the Broncos, he went crazy. And now it's like, Russ, I mean, that's going to be one heck of a defensive game because I know their offense can do good stuff, but it's like, they didn't make it to postseason this year, so it's like, what do you think? What are we thinking, Anthony? I don't know. Russ, he's kind of shaky. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But our last away game is against Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Man, that game's gonna be interesting because we didn't play the Bucks. I know watching them play Detroit, that game was Baker Mayfield. He went through some of the toughest people to actually pull his team out of the woodwork and go with it. So I gotta say, it's I don't know. That game's so hard to call. But I think we have the ability to do it. Honestly. So, already right now, my early season prediction of next season, we're going to do it with these first two up here, the Steelers. We're catching dubs big time. We're getting our get back on these. So, I think we're going to beat the Steelers twice. And so, when it comes to the Browns, I feel like we're going to, in the home game, we're going to catch the dub. In the away game, erase that. And again, funny enough, I have a family friend who's a Browns fan too. We're going to catch the loss when we go there. Even though this year, when we played them, we beat them once, lost once, so I think that's going to stay the same. I think when they come to our house, we're not going to get beat in front of our own crowd. And then Bengals, same thing. But this time, I think we're going to beat them in their home stadium, but lose in our own. And yes, I hate losing in front of our home crowd at M&T Bank, but I don't know. I think we'll do good. Kansas City, oh yeah. Big dubs. Big revenge game. Because there won't be no refs to save you, Patrick Mahomes. These Raiders, I feel like, again, we could take the dub. Because, I don't know, it all depends on how we do in the offseason. Because a lot of our players are free agents going into this offseason. Like, half our defense, half our offense are all free agents. So who knows who we're going to end up with, how we're going to do wise. But then the Chargers, when we go there, I think we're going to lose. Honestly, my early season prediction, I think we are going to lose just because Matt Stafford. And Tylan Wallace, he's one of our free agents. So I feel like even though that was our saving grace, I feel like this is going to be that revenge game that we lose, just because who knows. And Texans, I feel like this is going to be a very tough game. Like, I really feel like this is going to be the one that tests us. Even though, like, second half when we did it, we came out strong. I feel like if we don't come out strong out the gate, it's going to be a disappointing game. But I feel like, even though C.J. Stroud might catch come on that comeback tour with vengeance in his eyes, I feel like we can still pull it out. Because, yes, he was a rookie this season. Yes, he led his team to crazy stuff. But, I don't know. I really feel like it's just we can pull out the stops and keep him from doing that. But who knows? Bills, dubs. Josh Allen had averaged at least one turnover every game for 16 games out of the 18 regular season. We're catching the dub, especially since we're keeping Roquan. Commanders, no contest, man. Come on. They lost to mediocre teams. Mediocre! Insert Squidward here. Yeah. Sorry, Dwayne. Cowboys. Whew. I don't know. I feel like just like the Cowboys-Lions game, there's going to be some BS call that lets Princess Prescott get us. So, Shauna, you and your golden boy can take the dub on that one. Then Eagles, Philly, and Chris. Nah, boys. Sorry. Hurts is a fraud. Your team is a fraud. 1-6 in your last 7 games. Not happening. Giants. Don, I'm sorry. We're gonna win that one. Broncos. Russ again. Mid. And Bucks. I'm going to leave you guys off with a little question mark. I'm going to leave you off with a cliffhanger on that one and how I feel about that one. I'll tell you how I feel about that. So as of right now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going, as of right now, 11 and 1, 2, 3, 4. As of right now, it's 11 and 4 with one game left under the hat of, is it going to be a win? Is it going to be a loss? Who knows? And let's see if my season prediction comes true. Honestly, I really think we have the opportunities to do it, but opportunities are going to be something we really need because our coaching staff got a huge shakeup. I know I'm really late to this, but it's because I had to, again, wait for the camera to come in so I could talk about the championship game to get to this point. We don't have Mike Macdonald anymore. For the last 2 years, we had a great defense and went absolutely crazy, but that's because of Mike Macdonald and all his excellent coaching. He's now the head coach of the Seattle Seahawks, and I talked him into the ground on my first try with this, but to sum it up, to make it quick, simple, and easy, Mr. Macdonald, you led us to 13-4 at the end of the year, man. 13-4, and absolutely amazing. We didn't lead the league in sacks and takeaways if there wasn't a reason for it. So, Mike Macdonald, you have earned this. I wish you stayed with us more and longer to get better acquainted and get a little more experience. But if that's where you feel you need to be and you think you can make a Seattle difference, go for it. I think you will do absolutely awesome. And I, again, have to say thank you for everything you've done, everything you have gotten, all the feats and all the heights you have gotten us to. So thank you, Mike Macdonald, for everything you have done. I wish you the best of luck. And speaking of losing people, our assistant HC head coach, Anthony Weaver, he's not with us anymore either. He's now the Miami Dolphins' new defensive coordinator. And he's an assistant head coach. I hope he learned a lot from Harbaugh, because even though we don't play him next season, Miami's defense is going to need a lot of help after we drop 56 on them this year. 56, man. So that defense really needs a new overhaul. So, Mr. Weaver, thank you for everything you've done with us as well. I wish you both the best of luck. And so, well, where does that leave us in terms of defensive coordinator? One of our own, Zach Orr, a former defensive player and guy already on our coaching staff, is now our new defensive coordinator. I really think he's going to do great. Like, he already has good locker room energy, good locker room chemistry. He obviously knows the players. I really think he's going to push us, again, to that 11-4, possibly even 12-5 game next year. I really think our defense is going to do great under his leadership. And he was the defensive line coach at one point. Or no, scratch that. Anthony Weaver was the defensive assistant head coach and defensive line coach. So I think Zach Orr is going to do absolutely amazing on our defense because the pieces are still there. But again, I know with the free agents of Humphrey, Queen, Matabike, I want to say Clowney, like, I don't know. I really feel like, I don't know, I feel like he's going to do good. I feel like he's already accustomed to the team, so it's going to work out in our favor very well. And with that all being said, Anthony, what's the last thing you want to talk about? The most important thing to talk about? Well, our guy, LaMarvelous, won his second MVP on Thursday night. I know, I apologize, I didn't watch it. WWE's having a press event for one of their upcoming pay-per-views in a few months, and I watched that over this. I know. But Lamar won his second MVP, and everybody hates him for it. Why? Oh, he's not quarterback enough. Oh, he's a running back who can throw. Oh, there were so many other quarterbacks whose numbers were so much better. He got 49 votes and literally was one shy of unanimous because people, for some reason, wanted to give it to Josh Allen again. I don't know how many times I have to say this and how many times I have to argue with people over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram comments. Most valued player, MVP. It is not just about the numbers. It is not just about the stats. Because I'll be the first to admit it. Lamar was not the best quarterback this season. There were quarterbacks who outdid him in terms of passing percentage, not as many turnovers. I mean, I know Lamar had, 7, 8 all year when Josh Allen averaged 14. I'm going to say it. Yeah, he didn't have the best in terms of numbers, but who cares? MVP ain't all about numbers. MVP is how the quarterback or how the specific player carries himself on the field, off the field, their locker room presence, their way they handle themselves in the community, just their public persona in general. And everybody's like, oh, Christian McCaffrey should have got it. Why? Oh, his numbers were better. So, how many non-QBs have you seen won MVP? Go ahead, tell me, please, down under in the comment section. I want to know how many NFL QBs, non-NFL QBs, won MVP. Because let's see, over the past how many years now, it's all been quarterbacks. That's what I thought. So, Christian, it doesn't matter. You can argue with me all you want, but at the end of the day, there's a reason why he won it. Because his way he handles himself on the field, yeah, he might get mad at himself, but he's not Patrick Mahomes because we've seen the memes. He doesn't go off yelling at his teammates how to do their job after the fact or on the sidelines. He's not just doing craziness. Even in the divisional round game, he straight up said in the press conference that he couldn't repeat what he said to his teammates in the locker room because he cussed at them. Not because they were doing a bad job, but because he knew they had the potential to be great and knew that they can play Ravens football. He was saying that, and I'm not going to obviously cuss and swear. He was straight up saying, you guys know we can do this. This is absolutely garbage. This, that, and the third. You guys know that this isn't us, that we got this. And he said, let's let me lead you and follow my lead, and I will take you there if you trust me. That is what an MVP does. He puts the team on his shoulders and carries them to the promised land. And everybody was trying to say his defense carried him. Really? Really? So let me ask, was it Baltimore's defense who put 56 up on Miami? No, it must have been Baltimore's defense when they put up 33 on San Francisco, or 38 on Detroit, or 33 on Seattle. No! Lamar, yes, their defense went crazy, but Lamar was the player that everybody looked to for leadership and guidance. Zay Flowers has said, Isaiah likely looks more at Mark Andrews, but Mark Andrews has spoken praises about Odell, a dude who we just signed for a year this season, straight up said it. So, you can't tell me, you can argue it all you want, but I'm here to tell you at the end of the day, it's most valued player, not who has the best stats. Because again, I'm going to tell you why Lamar's the best quarterback no matter what you show me in terms of numbers and stats. You could tell me he turned the ball over 6 times in 3 games each. I'm going to still say he's the better quarterback than anybody in the league. I don't care. You can tell me numbers, anything. You could say Dak Prescott's pass percentage was 72.9. Lamar's was only 66.8. Better than Dak. I don't care. I don't care what the numbers say. It's not about the numbers when it comes to MVP. It is about who is the most respected player on the field, who shows leadership skills on the field, off the field, their locker room presence, everything. It's not who's the most humble, who did this, who did that. It don't matter. I don't care what you say. Lamar won MVP, deserved MVP. Oh, but he still don't have a Super Bowl ring. So what? How many quarterbacks won MVP before they got a ring? Please, and that's literally a legitimate question, a genuine question. I actually want to know that one. Please tell me how many NFL quarterbacks won MVP before they won a Super Bowl ring. Yes, I know some went on to win rings before they got MVP. So, he now has 2 MVPs and a Heisman in the last 10 years with no Super Bowl ring or appearance. That's unheard of. Literally unheard of. Yes, I know Joe Burrow has a Super Bowl appearance and a Heisman this decade like Lamar. No MVPs. Someone tried to say Burrow was better. How? Not. Oh, Mahomes has 2 rings going for number 3. So what? They both have 2 MVPs apiece. And he's a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, yes. But I'm here to tell you, straight up, first and foremost, Lamar won his 2nd MVP. No one else deserved that MVP award more than Lamar Jackson. So, shout out to you, Lamar Jackson. I am very proud of you. I am so glad you are a quarterback, and I would not rather have anybody else as a QB. Hats off to you, brother. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're going to end it. That's how we're going to wrap up today's show. And I'm thinking about it. I might put out a new... This one I'm going to try and make for... I want to say... I'm going to probably put it out later today, obviously. But the next episode, I'm going to give you a spoiler. I don't know which one it's going to be, but it's going to be a top 10 of this season. I have 2 in mind, top 10 offensive plays, top 10 defensive plays. So, I got to rewatch footage, got to rewatch everything and it's going to be my personal opinion and my personal list, so don't at me in the comments about it. Don't get all uppity about it. But, with that being said, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching another episode of Baltimore Talk. Everybody, like, comment, subscribe, share, hit that bell icon. Again, it does wonders for you. So, thank you all for watching another episode of Baltimore Talk. I've been your host, Anthony Probst. I will see you next time. Goodbye.